Hello, Dara here from a top digital marketing company. Today I'm going to focus on metrics, key metrics for when you're running your own Facebook and Instagram ads, and in fact Google ads, any type of ads that you're running. These are the metrics you got to know when you're doing it yourself. So I'm speaking to a lot of business owners at the moment who are doing it themselves, which is perfectly fine to just get the ball rolling, of course. And they get the ads up and running, but then they don't really see the results, and they don't know how to dissect what's not working. Is it the creatives? Is it the ad copy? Is it the landing page? Is it the offer? The price perhaps? Is it the audience? Is it the product or the brand? Just they don't know. So today I thought I'd shoot this quick video. Again, no editing or any nonsense like that. Just put it out there into the ether. Hopefully it can help you guys. Anyone that's running ads yourself for your own e-commerce, WooCommerce, Shopify store. So yeah, let's jump straight into it. So the first metric we're going to look at is your click-through rate, your CTR. And this is obviously it's when people click through. Usually it's pulled through usually from the creatives and the ad copy. A 1% click-through rate is a good benchmark. Now I gotta preface, benchmarks, there's always going to be arguments around what are good benchmarks, etc. So these are just rule of thumbs, and as of recording, these are good benchmarks to follow. And of course, I don't want to go too high level and whatnot. So these really are it's very basic video, but it's going to help out a lot of business owners running ads for their own e-commerce store. So as we said, click-through rate, 1%, perfect benchmark. CPM, cost per milli, or really cost per 1,000 impressions. You want to get that at $10, give or take. $10 is a great benchmark for your CPM. And that obviously is the amount of impressions, people that viewed your ad by the thousands. And then your cost per click, your CPC. This is one that most people will have heard of because it's for any type of advertisement. Your cost per click, a good benchmark for cost per click is $1. And again, so many businesses I've worked with, we take on their account and their CPC is up to $10, which is ridiculously high, but some businesses have a cost per click of $10. A good benchmark is getting it down to $1, and the CPC is made up of your cost per millis and your click-through rate. So your cost per click is essentially determined by the creatives, the ad copy, and then, of course, your conversion rate. A good conversion rate is, of course, the amount of people that have landed on your website, how many of them have converted into purchasing. So, for example, and Shopify, they have this for you, so you don't have to do the math yourself. But, of course, if 100 people visited your website, one of them converted, of course, you'd have a 1% conversion rate. A good benchmark conversion rate is around 3%. Again, these benchmarks, they're it always depends on the product, of course, the audience and the site, but really these benchmarks are the rule of thumb benchmarks. So once we've got our click-through rate at a 1%, we've got our CPM at around $10, our cost per click around $1, and our conversion rate around 3%. This is all great metrics. However, we're not done there. We need to work on our average order value. Of course, this is, it's in the name, the average order value. And a good benchmark for that is $50. Now, a lot of accounts we bring on, again, we start working with, we see their average order value is around $30 to $40. We know, okay, we're going to increase that average order value, and that's going to help out generate more revenue through ads. And there's ways to increase the average order value, which I won't go into this video. I'll definitely make another video on how to increase your average order value. But we've worked with clients And we've implemented some simple steps, and within a number of days, you're increasing your average order value by 30%. And it's just a great, quick, easy win for any e-commerce business owner out there. So average order value around $50. That's a great benchmark. And then I think finally we've got profit margin. So a profit margin of 50% is really 50%. Obviously any higher is amazing. We have worked with businesses in the 70% profit margin. After they're in-house, building products in-house themselves, which is great. 50% is a great benchmark. We have worked with people as low as 30% profit margin, but it really gets a bit dicey because then you really have to, it's kind of penny pinching at that stage. So do work on increasing profit margin. Of course, you can do that simply by increasing prices. A lot of businesses are sensitive about increasing prices, but we've actually tested it out, and you'd be surprised that you actually, in some instances, we've gotten more purchases. It's been better for the brand because the brand is perceived as being more luxury. And to be honest, when you're increasing prices to increase that profit margin, it's only by, depending on the brand, of course, it could be in the $10, $20. It's not that much when you think about it, really. So I hope those benchmarks really helped people out. I know it's tricky, and to get your head around a lot of these, if you're new to these terms, if not, you would have heard of these terms before, and just getting them all down. And they are great benchmarks to find out, because then okay, everything could be, you could have your cost per click is great, your click-through rate is great, but then, my average order value is what I need to work on. Okay. Or again, average order value is great, but your cost per click is just insanely high. So these are great metrics if you're running ads yourself, and of course when you're working with an agency, to just hold them accountable. I hope you enjoyed that video. Again, just helping out the algorithm and helping me out so I can create more free content for you guys. Just subscribe, smash that like button, do comment, let me know what content you want to know more of, or if you want me to delve deeper, I can do individual videos on each of the benchmarks that I've discussed today.